Stoic wisdom, an ancient philosophical method, has become a constant source of inspiration for those who seek serenity and strength in life. What matters is not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. This is not just a saying, but a philosophy of life that has helped thousands of people overcome challenges and difficulties in daily life. Did you know that the ancient Stoics possessed a secret weapon, a kind of spiritual armor that could make them immune to the chaos and emotional turmoil caused by difficult people in their lives? Imagine possessing such a tool, a kind of mental armor that protects you from negative energies that others might try to get in your way. This is not just part of ancient history, but a practical strategy that can change your life today. In today's video, we'll dive into how you can apply the principles of Stoicism to not only survive, but grow in the face of adversity. This is not merely about coping, but about building a peaceful life, minimizing the role and influence of the narcissist in your life, along with deep resilience and personal freedom. So if you've ever felt weighed down by someone else's negativity, or if you're simply looking for a quieter existence in this busy world, you're in the right place. Let's embark on this journey together, armed with the timeless wisdom of Stoicism and unlocking the secrets to maintaining your serenity no matter what life throws at you. The only thing I ask you is do not skip this video in any way. If you are here, consider yourself different from the majority. Consider yourself an exception. Now, act as an exception and do not ignore any part of the content. Number 1. Identifying and understanding narcissistic personality. Recognizing and understanding narcissistic personalities is not only a challenge, but also an opportunity to improve communication skills and build healthy relationships. Narcissistic people often appear extremely confident, even excessive, but this can hide an inner self full of anxiety, an inferiority complex, and fear of rejection. They often seek attention and admiration on an ongoing basis. For example, a narcissistic colleague who frequently brags about a successful project, expecting people around him to constantly praise and recognize. Another characteristic of narcissistic people is the lack of empathy, which makes it difficult for them to understand and feel the emotions of others. This is evident in a family gathering. When a member expresses a personal issue, the narcissist may not show adequate concern. In the face of criticism, narcissists often have negative and defensive reactions. In a workplace situation, when a project does not work as expected and is criticized, the narcissist may see it as a personal attack and react aggressively. The importance of understanding. Understanding the narcissistic personality not only helps us identify people who may create challenges in personal and professional interactions, but also helps us develop more effective approaches to communication and relationship building. It also opens the door to empathy and understanding, allowing us to approach these people from a more thorough and human perspective. Through the identification and deep understanding of the narcissistic personality, we can create a healthy and positive interaction environment where mutual respect and understanding come first. This not only helps reduce stress and conflict in personal and professional relationships, but also contributes to the development and growth of both self and narcissists. Number 2. Minimize the role of the narcissist in your life. In this challenging life, we often encounter narcissistic people, which can inadvertently create pressure and stress for ourselves and the person around us. To minimize their role in your life, setting boundaries is key. As Eleanor Roosevelt once said, "Your pleasure does not depend on the consent of others." This emphasizes the importance of protecting personal and mental space from manipulation and imposition. Minimizing the role of the narcissist in your life is not only an important step towards protecting your spirit and personal space, but also a necessary part of creating a healthy, happy life. In everyday life, we are constantly in contact with various people, among them narcissistic individuals who often seek to impose their views and desires on others, creating unnecessary pressure and stress. For example, a narcissistic friend may constantly demand attention and priorities from you without regard for your needs or feelings, leaving you feeling tired and exhausted. In a work environment, a narcissistic colleague may try to impose his opinion, not accepting criticism or contributions from others, creating a tense and unproductive work atmosphere. Such situations not only affect our mood and mental health, but also hinder our personal growth and healthy relationships with those around us. It's important to recognize and understand their impact on your life. In this case, stating, "I need time for myself and can't always meet all your requests," is one way to protect yourself. Understanding the narcissistic personality helps us recognize and avoid manipulative behaviors, thereby enhancing self-control and mental independence. At the same time, finding healthy relationships where support and respect are foundational helps build a positive environment that nurtures personal and spiritual growth. Our lives should be geared toward discovering happiness and searching for deep meaning, not sacrificing personal worth and pleasure to satisfy the desires of others. Number 3. Challenge their idealized egos. In the process of interacting with narcissistic individuals, the challenge of their idealized ego requires a subtle and patient approach. The idealized ego, a colorful self-portrait of the self that the narcissist is always trying to protect, is actually a solid fortress that they rely on to feel safe and respected. However, this picture is often far removed from reality, creating a distance between them and those around them. Faced with this challenge, an effective method is to pose situations or questions through which the narcissist must face the truth about himself, instead of just living in their own idealized world. It is necessary to do this tactfully so as not to provoke a defensive response, but instead encourage them to open up, think for themselves, and be self-aware. For example, instead of directly objecting to their behavior, you can start by sharing your personal feelings about a particular situation, and then invite them to share your views. This not only makes them aware of the effect their behavior has on others, but also opens the door to self-reflection and self-awareness. Plus, giving them the opportunity to show interest and understanding to others is also a way to challenge their idealized ego in a positive way. By encouraging them to participate in group activities or social situations in which they are not the focus, they can gradually learn to appreciate and respect others, thereby reducing their self-focus and broadening their perspective. This process not only helps the narcissist realize the true value of himself and his relationships with others, but also opens a journey of personal growth for both them and us. Challenging their idealized egos in a safe space where they feel heard and understood can lead to positive and lasting changes in how they self-perceive and interact with the world around them. However, it should be remembered that changing the idealized ego is not a short-term process. It takes time, patience, and perseverance on both sides. By approaching them gently with compassion and a willingness to listen, we not only facilitate their opening up, but also help them recognize and reevaluate the true value of their relationship and themselves. Number 4. Use effective communication. In the never-ending battle with narcissistic individuals, Using effective communication emerges as an invaluable tool, becoming a bridge that bridges seemingly insurmountable distances. Effective communication in this case is not merely about careful choice of words or clear expressions, but also the art of listening, understanding, and responding sensitively, in order to open up a space of dialogue where narcissism is no longer a wall. This is especially important when dealing with individuals who always put themselves and their own needs first, often ignoring the views or feelings of others. Additionally, applying reflection techniques and validating their emotions is also an important part of effective communication. When you sincerely validate their feelings, without necessarily agreeing with their point of view, you create a safe environment where they feel heard and understood, thereby reducing the need to defend or attack. Finally, maintaining calm and patience throughout communication is key to overcoming the challenges that a narcissist brings. This not only helps you maintain your position, but also shows respect for the dialogue process, even though the results may not always be as expected. Using effective communication in this context is not only a strategy for dealing with narcissists, but also a lesson in patience, compassion, and the ability to understand people, helping to build a solid foundation for every relationship. Number 5. Focus on self-care. In the process of dealing with narcissistic individuals, focusing on self-care becomes a lifesaver that not only helps us protect ourselves from emotional turbulence, but is also a common strategy to maintain inner strength. When interacting with a narcissist, the challenge lies not only in confronting behaviors that require attention and control from them, but also in keeping one's own mental and emotional state intact. In this context, it is extremely important to ensure that you take time to rest and recover after each interaction. A night of deep sleep not only helps restore your body, but also refreshes your mind, making you ready to face the next challenges more calmly. When you feel tired and stressed after interacting with a narcissist, focusing on nutrition, movement, and especially practicing meditation or mindfulness will help relieve stress while enhancing your ability to have autonomy and control your own emotions. In addition, spending time on personal interests and passions is also an effective method to increase inner strength and reduce the influence of negative interactions. These activities not only help you temporarily escape pressure and stress, but are also a way to remind yourself of the true joy and value in life, helping you stay grounded and not be swayed by demands or criticism from the narcissist. Building a solid support network is also an important strategy. When you share your experiences and feelings with others, especially those who can understand and empathize, you not only find comfort, but also receive advice and support to help you cope with the situation more wisely. Finally, learning to say no and set limits with a narcissist is an important step in protecting yourself. This requires you to be steadfast and confident in your values and rights, while realizing that it is not your responsibility to please everyone, especially those who do not respect or value you. Appreciate your contribution. In every situation, focus on self-care is not only a means of self-protection, but also a reminder of the importance of investing in yourself, especially when facing challenges from narcissistic individuals in your life. Number 6. Know when to leave. To deal with narcissists, knowing when to leave can be understood as a form of punishment, not only to protect yourself, but also a valuable lesson for the narcissist. In Stoic philosophy, self-control and acceptance of things beyond our control are fundamental, and sometimes leaving a toxic relationship is the ultimate expression of that self-control. Not an act of giving up, but a conscious choice of not allowing yourself to be pulled into the power games and negative emotions that the narcissist creates. When we decide to leave, sometimes that's when we give the narcissist the strongest punishment, because through it, they can begin to realize the importance of the relationship, our relationships and values in their lives. This is not the main goal when applying Stoic philosophy, but can be seen as an indirect consequence when the narcissist faces the fact that they cannot control everyone and everything around them. Stoic philosophy also teaches us about the importance of living according to our own values and principles, not being shaken by challenges and pressures from outside. When applied to dealing with a narcissist, this means that we choose to leave not only for our personal health and happiness, but also as a way to demonstrate adherence to our values and standards. By doing so, we not only protect ourselves, but also send a strong message that respect and acceptance are a necessary foundation for every relationship. Finally, in the Stoic pursuit of self-control and inner peace, knowing when to leave, a toxic relationship with a narcissist is not only a wise choice, but also an important step on the journey of self-realization and finding deep meaning in life. Through this, we not only find freedom and happiness, but also help narcissists have the opportunity to reconsider themselves and the true value of the relationships around them. In our journey to learn and apply ways to torture narcissists in a subtle and intelligent way, we not only discover how to deal with these individuals, but also learn many lessons deeply about ourselves and about life. The most important thing is not to impose discomfort on others, but how free ourselves from negative influences and find peace of mind. From identifying and understanding the narcissistic personality, setting personal boundaries, effective communication techniques, challenging the idealized ego, and finally building healthy relationships and taking care of yourself, each step offers insight and practical solutions for interacting effectively with a narcissist. Through Stoic philosophy, we learn the importance of accepting and focusing on what we can control. Instead of trying to change others, which cannot and should not be our ultimate goal, we should focus on developing our own tolerance, patience, and communication skills. In this way, we can not only improve our relationships with narcissists, but also develop ourselves, leading to a more harmonious and meaningful life. Lessons from Stoicism apply not only in dealing with narcissists, but in every aspect of life, helping us face challenges calmly and steadfastly. Ultimately, the key to maintaining a healthy relationship and building a meaningful life lies not in changing others, but in changing and developing yourself, a valuable lesson that Stoicism brings back to us in dealing with and problem-solving with narcissists. As we close this profound journey with Stoic philosophy as our guiding light, we hope you have found valuable lessons and applied them to your daily life. Stoicism not only helps us face challenges, but also guides us on how to live a meaningful life, focusing on self-control, acceptance, and inner peace. We all know that every shared story has the power to spread and change the lives of others. If you feel this article has value for you, don't hesitate to like and share it with friends, family, or anyone you think would benefit from these tips. Your support is not only a great source of encouragement for us, but also helps spread positive messages to the wider community. Follow and subscribe if you want to continue receiving articles, guidance, and insight on how to deal with challenges in relationships and everyday life. Together, we can create a space to share knowledge and experiences where each person can find the support and encouragement needed to overcome difficulties and make progress every day. Thank you for taking the time to read and share this journey with us. Remember, the power is in your hands, and every share, like, and follow makes a difference.